All right, we got a new one in today. This is Maverick. Come. Good boy. Come. Maverick's main problems are just typical. Needs to learn his commands reliably. Come when he's called. He'll totally just blow off his name. Other than that, he's a pretty sweet boy. You just got to get him reliable on commands, just some basic manners, social skills, that sort of thing. So I'm going to have him out here with about 3 other dogs, and I want him to listen to me. I will be using the remote collar just on the vibrate setting. So every time I call his name, I'm going to hold in that vibrate button until he comes to me, and then when he gets right here, I let the vibrate off. That way he learns how to turn it off, and we're just trying to build a habit. So when he hears his name, he comes to me. So that's what we're going to do right now. Maverick. Good. So you'll see when he shakes his head, it's because that vibration's going off, and he's trying to figure out what is this, but he learns how to turn it off faster every time. I want him to get distracted or not follow me is what I want him to do right now. Maverick. Good. Good boy. So you notice when he comes to me, that's all I'm asking. He comes to me, checks in, and we keep walking. The one thing you do not want to do when you're training a dog to come when called is so many people make this mistake to where the only time they ever call their dog is when they grab the collar and take them inside or end whatever they're doing. So coming when called just has to be when they hear their name, they come to their name, period. It doesn't mean the fun's over. It doesn't mean we're going inside. It doesn't mean you're in trouble. It doesn't mean we're putting you away, anything like that. It's just an exercise like everything else. Maverick. Maverick. Good. Good. Maverick. He's catching on to this game pretty quick. Maverick. Maverick. Good. So I also don't want him just following like 10 feet away. I want him to come closer. Maverick. Good. Good boy. Good boy. Maverick. Good. So right there, you saw him shaking his head. I didn't turn that vibration off until he was right here. So then they know when I say his name, he knows when I say his name, this is where I want him to be. I don't want him 10 feet away. I want him right here. Maverick. And I like to do this while I'm moving, not just standing in one spot, because otherwise they'll just start hanging out here and you can't get any training done. And then you also kind of morph it into walking with me. Maverick. Sit. Ooh. Hey, sit. Good. 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 So Maverick is half Bernese mountain dog and half golden retriever. Hey, it's a family show. Too much of that going on. Maverick. Good. So every time I hold the remote up, I'm holding the button in, and then when I let off, I'll put the remote down. Maverick. Maverick. Good. So I always like to do this around other dogs because that's usually their biggest distraction, and he really wants to wrestle and play. So if just the vibration can overpower his urge to go wrestle and roughhouse and not listen, then that's fantastic. But notice I'm not ending the fun, I'm not ending the socialization with the other dogs. I just want him to acknowledge that I'm here and he needs to listen to me regardless of what he's doing. Now, that was beautiful. Ooh. You walked right in between the two dogs, Riggs and Maggie. I always do this on a long line because I want to give him enough room to fail. Because if he doesn't fail, then you can't correct it. If you have them on a little short leash doing this and they can't get far enough away from you, it kind of works, but this works so much better. Because they get that little they get that little feeling of freedom, and then they realize, oh, I gotta go check in. Maverick. Good. Good. Now, why do I always want him coming right here? Because I don't want them getting into a habit of just going arm's length away, and then I reach out and they back up and we're playing that game. So it never fails. Every time I do a video is when they decide that they got to go to the bathroom. What are you going to do? Maverick. Good. Good. So this is pretty much what we'll be doing with Maverick most of the day. He's already getting really good at this. I would expect by the end of the day, I don't even have to have that leash on him. So right now I could probably take it off. Hey, go on. So there's a look at Maverick. It's a pretty boy. And we will see you on the next one. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and touch the little bell so your phone will let you know when the next video is up. All right, toodles.